Yeah.
They're so big and cuddly.
But they are all drool. All drool.
All drool. I love giant dogs. There's a person in our neighborhood that has a Great Dane, and it's.
Are we back? Hi.
We did get back. We just, it was going around in circles, but we got it.
Okay.
Anyway,
Great Danes.
Yeah,
giant dogs.
Big dogs.
Love giant dogs. Yeah, big dogs. We all love big dogs.
Sorry,
anyways,
that was...
just so you know, I'm okay with killing this boy. I'm okay with sending this boy to his death.
I believe the tie vote was Lagwin.
Lagwin has the tie vote about killing this.
Well, no, there's 5 of us now.
Do both shifters agree? Where do both?
No, they disagree.
No, you haven't voted, Lagwin.
Correct.
That's what I mean.
Okay, so it's...
So right now it is tied.
Oh damn.
Both shifters are looking at Lagwin.
A moral conundrum.
Mm-hmm.
Which Lagwin is going to answer.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
I mean, if he does die, think of the spirit you could capture.
I couldn't capture it because I'm not there to witness it.
Oh yeah.
For science, Lagwin. For science.
If that was the case, I would be lying if that thought hadn't crossed my mind. Like, oh, if he just dies, I'll ask him questions after he's dead.
Could we leave the door open, or do you think it immediately closes?
I'm assuming
we wouldn't know until we did it.
Could you potentially magically hold the door open?
Hold me back or something? I don't know.
We could do the rope trick, as it were.
That's a different spell.
Oh.
What was his name? Phil? Phil, right?
Phil. Yeah.
Phil, listen. I'm gonna be straight with you, Phil. The likelihood of you coming back from this is minimal. And I know you're here trying to work off your student debts, so I'm going to pose the question to you. If you were to go through here and the chance of you surviving were slim, would you still be interested in possibly doing it with the potential of coming back and lessening your student loans, or would you just choose to not do this at all?
It's a chance for exploration.
I'm asking Phil, Siren. I'm asking Phil.
I mean, is there?
Don't manipulate the poor boy.
There's a chance of being like resurrected. Like I mean, I'm not a lot of hit points. I'm just Phil. You know,
just Phil.
Sure.
I'm not Phil Lip. I'm just Phil.
Right. Sure. I can say that there's a potential chance of a resurrection being a thing that could be completed. That takes time and and capable people.
Okay, so what if I take this key and I open the door?
Sure.
But I don't go through. Like, what if it doesn't kill me just to do that, and then I went halfway, and then I'll talk to Estevan, and you guys, if he'll just sign here, and he'll hold out this thing that I did the thing, maybe he'll just, take off half of my loans instead of the full amount.
Or, hear me out, if you want to do that, we'll just lie and say you went all the way in. You're the hero here. Why would we deny you half of that?
Okay, well, I think we should preemptively sign it now, and then I'll just hold on to that to make sure that it's all good. So go here to walk up to you, sir. We'll just sign it.
Thank you. Actually, darling, it's goods after service.
Right.
Open the door. Don't go all the way through. We will sign your paper.
Do you have any rope?
I do have a rope.
Okay. He would like to tie the rope around his waist.
Nyx will do so. The knot is so strong.
Okay.
It's so strong.
The knot is so strong. Nothing is breaking this knot. I can't say about the rope because it's just hemp and rope.
Yeah,
it's not magic.
Let's go.
The knot makes him feel better, and she checks it a few times, probably. Like, okay, you're good. Very strong knot.
Yes. Key? I guess we never really heard officially from Lagwin, but if you're
No, I'm just going with it.
Okay, you'll take it.
I take this is fine.
All right.
It's like super cool, wicked, awful key, black, kind of obsidian,
Mhm.
shiny.
Spooky key.
And do you know the location where I'm supposed to use it?
Nope.
Try it in a lock.
Okay, and he'll go to the front door of your shop and
Mhm.
like shut the door, and he'll put the key in the lock and turn it. And you instantly see like the lights in the room just like go down a notch, like all candles kind of just get darker, and he'll open the door.
Take
And
the
all of
key
you
from
feel
him.
kind of well, how close are you then?
I am on this.
Because the key's in the door.
We
So.
should take the key from
No, no.
I mean, yeah, Nyx was like tying the knot, so she's probably like right there. So,
Well, the key's in the door. So,
Mm, oh, true.
and if you try to like take it out of the door, we'll just say like
Mhm.
it's in there. It's not coming out.
Okay. He's not gonna fall in with the key, is what I'm worried about.
Correct. He will
Okay.
not fall. Door opens and you feel kind of all of you get like pulled in almost like a gravitational pull.
Mhm.
It's just like the blackest dark room, like weird, like I guess like the spell darkness, like it's just
Mhm.
completely dark on the inside. And he kind of is like looking at it, and you see him like try to touch it, and then he's like,
can Nyx produce flame and send some light that direction?
yeah, it's all absorbed into that darkness. Like you're not piercing it with that light. Well, for loan forgiveness, and he plugs his nose and jumps in
All the way?
all the way.
Oh,
Let's go!
oh, hold that
He's
rope.
so brave.
The rope
Grabs the rope.
You feel it. It's like sliding through your hands. It goes for quite a ways and then stops and kind of goes slack. And you can pull on it, Nyx, and you're like, okay, like there's like some give and take. It's not whatever. What do you guys want to do?
I guess I'll send a sending to Phil and say, for lack of a better word, like, what are you able to see? What can you describe? Let me know as much as you are able. Can you see anything at all?
Yeah. So how does sending work?
Right. There
there's
is a
chance that it
percentage
can fail,
chance. Correct. There's a 5% chance if it's on a different plane of existence that it does not work.
Okay. So you send this sending basically like, hi Phil, this is Lagwin. What do you see? Blah blah blah. I wish I had a fun voice set up for this, but I don't think I do. So we will not have a fun voice for this. But he replies and he's like, it's really dark. There's like a pale dot or sun in the sky. The ground is black and there's some like pillars and buildings and what looks to be like a lot of ghosts. Just a lot of swirling ghosts. They're coming this way. I don't like it.
I will tell Nyx.
Help!
I'll be like,
Help!
pull him in right now.
Nyx is just pulling. As soon as Lagwin says pull, she's
I will
pulling the
activate
rope
my
as fast as
sunblade
possible.
preemptively while the door is still open.
Okay. Yep. You are successfully able to pull him back. He flies out of that room. The door slams shut as he comes back into your boutique, and then you see the key. After the door slams shut, the key like pops out and hits the ground with like a tink tink tink. And as it leaves the keyhole, the lights kind of illuminate back, and everything seems to be back to normal.
I will sign your paper now.
Fascinating.
Like shaking. You see the color just drain from him. Like he is not feeling well.
Ooh, does he have like a streak of white in his hair?
Do you think they restocked your whiskey? He could probably use a finger.
I guess. Yes, of course. Let me grab some.
Well, from what you told me, Phil, it wasn't the best situation. Lots of ghosts, you said, and a pale light in the sky, and anything else you can elaborate on?
Oh no, it wasn't that bad. He just like loses all of his lunch. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Sorry, Mr. Lagwin. No, there were some like broken buildings, all made out of like a white marble or something,
What is it?
and just lots of ghosts. It were spectral things. They were all flying around. Once they saw me, they came racing after. I don't know.
That ring shifters? Does that ring any bells to any place you've heard of specifically, planar wise? Nothing's ringing any bells for me.
Oh, I mean, dark, undead, very gothic. Shadowfell, maybe, perhaps. But honestly, a lot of people do riffs on that whole aesthetic. It's very played out. So there are many places it could be. But
see.
Well, we know a lot of places that it's not now. And thanks to you, Philip. If there's anything else you could think of, please feel free to reach out to us. Here is your beverage. Passes it to him.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Cool.
Is this a trick beverage?
No.
Okay.
It's poison. No.
No, just trying to make him feel better. Nix will also press digitation where he threw up.
Yeah, there.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much.
I didn't want to touch it.
All right, well. I thank you, Phil.
Yeah, he'll walk out of there, I guess, so we're good.
Goodbye.
Here's your good luck on your student loan forgiveness.
Yeah, thank you. Really?
Well, that went as well as I think it could have possibly gone.
It definitely could have gone worse.
Yes.
And he was so brave.
Yes, I can't fault Philip for his bravery. That is sure. Or Phil, I should say.
Yes. Well, I think he did earn the rest of his name today.
Yes, those extra letters are all his for the taking.
The LIP equals bravery.
He goes to the alphabet shop. You've earned these.
Oh, thank you.
His name magically legally changes.
That's part of there's a little known magic of Stigl right there. Like that's the thing. You earn extra letters for your name. Well, I believe our next step was to go to Gehenna to try and find the body of a dead mind flayer. Yes?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That looked like where it was going.
And everybody's just okay. Fine.
Did you have something you'd rather be doing?
Literally anything else, yes. But
I don't hate the idea of going to Shadowfell nearly as much as I hate the idea of going to Gehenna.
Well,
Lagwin,
I don't want you to feel like your opinion doesn't matter here. So I would like to know what you would like to do. You went along with my silly plan.
No, I mean, again, this reminds me a lot of that time we went to the Underdark, where it was another place that I didn't want to go, and everything didn't go great, but we did it anyway. We could continue to follow the Modrons, perhaps, but like I said, I feel there is the potential to fall on these visionary powers again, if be potentially. Can't guarantee it'll work as well as it did the first time, but we can certainly try it, or we can save it for later if we think Gehenna may be the best. Does the Mimir know anything about Gehenna?
Ooh,
the Mimir.
Maybe we can
Shifter
get. Maybe
takes
we'll
the
get
Mimir.
some.
Mimir.
out of their pocket,
Mia, darling.
Oh man.
lifting the black cube aloft, they ask, "Do you know anything about Gehenna, the Dark Souls of Plains?"
The Dark Souls of Plains, yeah. I don't think I have. Yeah, there isn't a specific Gehenna chapter or a track. But let me find the gate town of Gehenna. Because it's all about like the outer plains more than the the not the outer plains.
The entrances to the plains?
Yeah, the entrances to the plains, which is on the wheel in the center that the name is eluding me at the moment, but
The Outlands? Is that
the
what they're
Outlands,
called?
thank you. So it's mostly information on the Outlands, but
Okay. We have it, and it's cool, and I want to make sure we use it again. So
yeah, it is cool. Sing a song or something while I look for this PDF. It's fine.
Shit, more roleplay. Shifter.
Yes.
So next year, do you think that if we still have to come back to the shop, which I do love running the shop with you, however, I would like to go back to Waterdeep, where I'm basically royalty. Oh, sue me.
You could franchise.
Oh, yes, I could pay people to franchise. But in next year's winter wear, I think furs are good, but I was thinking knits. What do you think? Knits.
Listen, I know that you have a certain affinity for the maritime, but honestly, I just think they're tacky. All those patterns under most circumstances, it's just too rustic for me.
Okay, but we can make it high fashion if we add leather to it. So adding a leather corset under a knit, sort of off the shoulder piece.
Shifter is very into this idea. So Shifter 1 is very into this idea. Shifter 2 runs off to get a sketch pad.
What about leather harnesses along with your oversized knit sweaters?
Ooh.
But
so
in reality,
this
sounds very stupid.
No, it's cool. You get the fit silhouette of the waist and the sleeve, and then it's just all like floppy shoulder piece.
Net
not like a knit net, like a cami, like a
okay.
Yeah, like a big scarf or something.
Right.
Of net.
A net.
A net.
Oh gosh. Also, we have one of the shifters is going to go to Lagwin and be like, so if we are going to go to Gehenna, I have a few things prepared.
Okay.
I mean, you know me, I love barriers. So obviously I've got Wall of Force. I've got Resilient Sphere. So in case someone falls in lava, they won't immediately burn up.
Right, sure.
Seems like a good idea.
Don't disagree.
But I also have Locate Creature, because I thought, if we're trying to find this dead god, we can just magic our way there.
Makes sense. I've got I brought Dimension Door, as it's often a thing to have the teleportation. I brought Pass Wall, as I feel like that also makes sense. I brought Rope Trick. Thought that might be useful for if we need a temporary respite while we figure out what else is going on.
You know what? I actually also prepared Pass Wall, so now I'm going to change that. But I'm glad we had this conversation.
I'm just here to hit things and be fire resistant.
Useful.
And I'll be in the back.
The back.
Gate Town to Gehenna is Torch, so we can listen to that one if you would like.
Yeah.
The gate town for Gehenna is Torch. It's built on the side of a volcanic mountain. Above a fog as pestilential. The chant is that torch never stops, that there's always a deal going on and a tavern always open. The most famous tavern is the Festival of the Falling Coins, operated by a drow named Cutter.
What can I do for you, Cutter? You want some
know
information
that-
about Torch, do you? You've come to the right blood. I know just about everything that goes on in this pitiable excuse for a town. And I can tell you, for a price. That's a good piece of jink you got there, my friend. Now, you want I should tell you about the 6 Thieves Guilds? Or that you'd best be peary in this town? There are those here who wouldn't even try to peel you. They just stick a shiv in your ribs and leave you twitching. I can tell you about the gate, hovering hundreds of feet above the ground. And the best way to get to it, I could even tell you that the people of Torch are among the worst in all the Outlands. Greedy for money and power, willing to do whatever it takes to get either one. Take, for example, the basher behind you. I think he's looking for your purse. Oh dear! I guess he's looking for your life, too!
I'm so excited to go here.
Honestly, same now.
Was that drow
Right.
Irish?
I think I don't think that was the drow. I think that was just one of the Thieves Guild guys. But that's funny because we all know that drow have French accents.
Obviously.
Right.
Duh.
No. The drow are from the Underdark. They have Australian accents.
Oh yeah, the land down under.
Excuse me.
Down under.
I will also say that you know that Gehenna is called the
Dark Souls of Plains.
Thank you. No, lost my train of thought. It is the Dark Souls. No, it's the great wastes of Gehenna. That's what I'm trying to remember.
Okay.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Perfect. Just what we wanted to go to.
Honestly, Thieves Guilds, I'll be right at home.
Right, exactly.
I mean, what?
Mhm.
Don't be shy. We're all friends here.
And you guys did pick
I
up
mean-
information earlier that Gehenna is at a permanent 45-degree
Yeah.
angle. You're constantly walking up or falling down a mountain. So
Right. Just the best of times.
But it sounds like that gate is up in the air or something. So we'll need
Yeah, we have to get up to it.
So
well,
get
if
to-
you're going to, I think what we got you was something that brings you specifically to
We
Gehenna.
could skip
Not
the
necessarily
we could
going.
skip the
Oh.
gate town.
Okay.
If you
can't meet
want
that
to,
Irishman.
you guys can go back to the Outlands and make your way over the Outlands to Torch, which is the gate town.
That's
Probably
But
be
you do
easier.
have a gate key
Yeah.
that will take you there. It's a one-time use though.
Yeah,
Hmm.
skip the middleman. Go straight. If we're gonna go there,
No.
you might as well just go straight
Right.
there.
A question. While we're there, should we be flying for the most part? I mean, I don't want your sensitive calves to have a problem, Lagwin.
My calves are perfectly fine, thank you very much.
So you seem
Blackwood,
very
there's no
upset.
need to be bashful. We all know you have sensitive calves.
I mean, is it when I'm running circles around combat and keeping everybody alive? Was that why they're so sensitive? Because I feel like that's
Oh, yes.
a thing
Yes.
that
I mean, I
happens,
wouldn't
yeah.
want to wear them out before
Sure,
the next
sure,
combat.
right. Of
Are
course.
they sensitive like ticklish or sensitive like hurt easily? Is this like an Achilles thing?
You
One
should
of, one of the
check.
shifters leans into Nix and says, "Definitely ticklish."
Either way, do we have we've been over this though. We don't have means of constant flight, right?
Correct. But we do have means of sometimes flight.
I mean, and I can do the whole summon the the phantom
Didn't we fly
Swedes.
across the desert?
Part of that was the rod that gave flight.
Right.
But
Mm.
also I do have Vincent, which is like I think
Two, I think
12
we said.
hours of
Right.
But that's not
It
everybody.
would only take a few of us.
Yeah, I won't take everybody.
We could switch off.
Hmm.
Like, I can do the whole Phantom Steed thing, which can get us, magic horses, which I guess in theory could run up the hill, I guess, as it were. Float above the ground, or they? No, they.
I guess I would also want to know what happens if they take damage from touching the ground, because the ground can be lava.
Oh, right.
The ground is lava.
Floor is lava. So just looking at the spell, they don't actually have statistics. So, yeah, they're on the ground though. It appears on the ground, unoccupied space, concentration or non-concentration for an hour. And it uses the statistics of a riding horse, except it has a speed of 100 and can travel 10 miles in an hour, 13 at a fast pace. So I guess it would have the statistics of a whatever the riding horse's HP is. Probably not a lot, I assume.
No,
Like
13
Well,
hit points.
if it's taking
AC 10.
extra damage every single time it's taking steps, like
Yeah.
Can you summon a nightmare?
This is like as close as one can do without the whole, tearing the wings off a Pegasus thing.
Right. So Lagwin and Shifters, you will probably be best riding, and we'll be fine walking. Riding Vincent.
Well, I don't know if Vincent can carry 3 of us either.
Well, I'm not
Billy-
going.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
Shifters.
I'm sorry. One, I forgot. silly me.
One shifter, we don't know which one, is coming with us.
Correct.
I hope it's the one that can prepare spells, not the one that's stuck with them. But we won't know.
Correct.
You won't know.
They
until you're
know,
in
and
it.
that's all that matters.
But we did get a donation that I did want to call out, and I feel like that is a great time to pull some trinkets because we haven't done it. It's been a while since we played.
Steve!
Oh, and we're about to go on a quest. Let's pick up
Maybe.
some trinkets.
What
Yeah.
a
for the ride.
lovely
Thanks,
time for trinkets. Thank you.
Who would like to roll a percentile? We'll see what we got.
I got it.
Okay, go ahead, LB. Give me. I'm assuming rogue because you seem to enjoy that quite a bit.
I am a rogue.
Well, you have fighter levels too, but either way.
77. Oh, yes, I do.
All right, that is a short bow that to anyone else appears to be a long bow. But you use a crossbow, so either way, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, Rachel, what do you want, bard or barbarian?
We'll do barbarian this time. I think I did bard the last time.
Sure. What do you got?
where did these come from? Did they come spewing out of the
You tell us, Dungeon Master.
I think when you pulled Phil back out, maybe a couple of items fell out too.
Okay.
75.
75.
Oh no.
No, it's fine because trinkets, TED-based trinkets, sometimes are physical things that you like a trinket, and sometimes they're interesting things that don't make a lot of sense in an instance to gain during the course of an adventure. But for 75, it says your skull is harder than normal. Your headbutts do a D4 plus your strength modifier and damage. So I don't know
So
how
it's not a trinket, it's just
no,
an
some of them are weird things like that. The trinkets,
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Especially for me.
and
Yes.
sometimes it's like, hey, remember you had that tattoo your whole life that you forgot about that you had since right now. Like, I think there's a barbarian tattoo that's like you have like a star pattern tattoo that gets additional star each time you kill a spellcaster or something like that. And it's like, hey, remember how you had that all your life and you just forgot about it till right now, or however you want to work it.
Look, it's like we don't mention when we go to the bathroom. Like
yeah,
that
sure, it's like
thing.
one of those things.
Yeah,
Yeah. Shifter, go ahead.
I got a 76.
A lot of 70s.
Yeah.
All right. It is a zircon bead that, when shattered, grants you a +1 AC for a round.
Oh.
I will roll my percent. Let's see what I get. Not an 8. An 8 is the worst one. Never roll an 8. That's Jordan's favorite number. And it's a very interesting one if you get that. So, and I got a crystal dagger that can be used as an arcane focus. Thank you, Steve. You're the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Steve.
Shifter, if you want to use that bead as a reaction, you can. So
Cool. Yeah. Some of them are goofy. Some of them, I think, in my game on Saturday, my barbarian got a piece of jerky that he can eat one time, and it gives him like a bonus to a 1 Constitution check, and it's just non-magical. You know, it was wild stuff. Who knows? Sometimes you get a banana pouch. What are you gonna do?
make it revolve your entire personality around it.
That's true, right? It's possible.
Whole campaign.
Right, before we go, I think we need to get a little bit of potassium in us.
Well, we have
Everyone take one bite.
Yeah, we have quick. Everyone share my banana. We have one.
Wait, don't phrase it like that.
No.
Please.
No. I've been around you long enough. This is how we do this. Here, let me pull my banana out of my pouch, and everyone, please share it.
That's they're so tasty. They're the perfect ripeness every time.
Oh, you keep it in a hammock. Oh.
It really is lovely.
Yeah, one day, you know what? I mean, if we have the time, we should one day try to find the plane where they're phasing in from. Because I don't know if it's just a plane of bananas and they just like, I get one every day from this other plane. Am I slowly bankrupting another group of their bananas? How does it work?
What if you're their god and they're giving bananas as tribute?
Oh, it's a tribute thing.
Yes, and what if you don't?
Ooh.
If you don't grab a banana every day, they think that
Right,
you're angry at them.
Oh, this is. I don't know. I think that's my story now. That's what I believe.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Whether or not
I
it's
just
true.
assumed that you were stealing from a evil banana conglomerate.
Ooh, that's
Right.
also a reasonable option. Really, the question is: it worth finding out, or should I just continue to leave the mystery and let us just continue to think about what it could be?
You know, I'm going to make a note, and we'll come back to this.
Find
what
out
if we can find
where the
another-
bananas are coming from.
Like, what if we find another pouch that gives a different kind of things, and then we can, I don't know, like, I feel like there's things that can be done there. Like, what if we find a strawberry pouch, strawberry banana? We could do it'd be a whole thing.
There'd be a lot of natural sugars. Is that what we're about now? Natural sugars?
While
Yeah,
everyone
It's
has
better
this
than added
conversation,
sugar.
That's true.
the shifters have taken the banana, split it in half between the two of them, and eaten most of it.
I
Shifters!
will say, I feel like Natural Sugars was Shifter's stage name in college.
100%.
All right.
Like,
Just call them honey.
like, well, you were taking too long, and I was hungry. I was not as hungry, but I'm not going to say no to half a banana.
Right. Well, I think we should get going.
Sure.
Let's go. I'm energized. So am I, but I'm staying here.
Well,
Are we ready to go?
yes.
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 What is you have a key for this, and I think you have a go ahead.
There's a cat on stream.
Sorry, there's Alyssa Gigi. She came to say hello.
You have.
I don't think I've ever seen this cat.
I know she's
And
always
I've been
hiding.
to your house a few times.
I know she's always hiding. Everybody, this is Gigi.
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. We're blessed. This trip is not in vain. We will be fine.
Yay!
It's a miracle. You have a port key that takes you to Gehenna, and I think you have one that takes you back to Sigil, if I'm not mistaken. This is a one-trip use to Gehenna, and I don't I feel bad. I don't remember what I said this port key looked like. So we're gonna say that it is in the shape of a small red stone demon, and all of you guys have to bite it at the same time in order to activate it and teleport there.
Well, all right then. Here goes.
Good. See, I've done everyone a favor. You're all still hungry. Now, everyone, get those pearly whites out.
Do you all bite down? 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Go.
And
I
Chomp.
touch my tongue to Nyx.
poof. It is not a fun place. There is like just terrible smoke in the air. You guys land, probably roll a little bit onto the ground. You look out along the horizon, and everything is kind of just like a dark red, like a big furnace is really what this place looks like. And you don't exactly know where the Manzicorian's body would be, but you do see that there are 4 large peaks, which are the 4 sections of Gehenna, and you're on one of those peaks. It could take you a while to get to the other side of those other ones. It feels awful, and I will say that on the ground there is a hot surface, and if you have unprotected skin, at least on this first mount that you're on, if you have unprotected skin, you're going to take 1d2 damage every like second, but your shoes should be fine if you're all wearing shoes at the moment. Those who are protected against fire have extra protection for later on when things could get worse. Enhancement magic is diminished. So if you cast an enchantment spell, that makes more
you cast
sense. Enchantment magic, it is diminished. So we'll have the time or the success or the effect of it. But evocation magic is enhanced. So those get extra dice, extra damage, kind of things like that, if you want to go that route. And you guys can feel those changes here. It's a neutral evil, lawful place. And as you guys are collecting yourselves and dusting yourself off, trying to get angles correct on this like 45-degree angle, you see a creature walking towards you. And it is clearly some kind of demon. It has a description that I will read once I can get it open here. Kind of a bulbous looking, over like very large, heavy set demon. They have some like short wings on the top, but really elegant purple robes, and is walking with a staff like up the hill towards you guys. And it kind of sees and tilts its head as it is making its way up to you.
Shall we hail them?
Hold on. Can I get any more descriptions if I were to take a little bit of a closer look at our friend here?
Yeah. Well, I can send you the picture.
That would, it might make it a lot worse, but I have a feeling it might make it worse. Okay, it didn't make it too much worse, but it's still worse. Great.
He looks like a Power Rangers villain.
Yeah, totally.
But mixed with like Slimer from Ghostbusters.
I thought these guys were devils.
Is it a demon or a devil?
It is a devil. I was mistaken. Yes.
Oh, well, maybe I should
But
speak to him.
it looks like a demon. If you're not,
he does look like a demon.
Demon devil. They kind of look the same.
Either way, it doesn't
That's
look
just
great.
racist.
That's the point.
Well, I think he's very well dressed. And you know what they say. They're well dressed. They're well worth your time.
Shh. Go ahead, Shifter. Get him.
Go get it. Shifter's,
I've got your back.
Yeah, Shifter walks up and is like, "Hello there. Excuse me."
Yes, hello.
Oh, you know, we are just a group of the most lost tourists, and
Yes.
we came here looking for something. How do you know Gehenna particularly well?
Oh, very, very well. And you
Excellent.
are not supposed to be here, aren't you? And he's smiling the whole time.
Well, here on this particular peak, perhaps, but in the plane of Gehenna, we are 100% supposed to be here.
Mm.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about illithid gods, would you?
Oh, well, a bit, yes. And everything can be known, or I can assist in many ways for a price.
Well, you do look very knowledgeable.
Oh, yes. Your figure is quite befitting of you.
Well, a healthy diet of souls keeps me, nice and plump.
Of course.
You see, Siren, I told you, souls are really low in calories, but no one
Right.
ever believes me.
I've been lacking. I'm sorry, I've been slacking.
It's obviously the superior diet.
The good
You're right.
antioxidants, they're really great.
Well, is there something that you're looking for that we can offer for you for this information?
I could use some help. Maybe not information for information, but if you want to walk over to the River Styx with me and fish out some lemurs, we can talk. Right this way. And he'll walk over.
How much do I know about the River Styx?
You guys saw it in Pandemonium.
We
You had to
did.
cross it you had to cross it, and I believe everyone flew over it. Nobody touched it.
That was a point we made, yeah.
Yeah, and that the River Styx cuts through all of the outer plains in some fashion. And it's generally considered not a good thing. It's a lot of mind altering stuff. If you want to know more information, you can make an intelligence check. But that's kind of
Lex. Sorry. Lagwin would love that.
What would I love?
Mind altering liquids.
Substances, yeah.
Yeah.
Shh. Listen, nobody knows that about me. Stop saying it.
Lagwood's very responsible. All of those potions are for the party fund. He wouldn't just willy-nilly drink them to get high or something ridiculous like that.
Right, of course.
I am
and look
gonna roll
at now
intelligence.
I've convinced everyone I'm the chosen one from my potion addiction. It's
You
done
have a-
nothing
I was
but
gonna say,
good.
Nyx knows nothing other than Lagwin is the chosen one, and she will protect him now because he's obviously neat. That's it. The end.
So yeah, Jordan, since I don't remember exactly what we knew from last campaign about the River Styx, but I know what I know about it as a player. I am gonna roll intelligence just to see.
Yeah.
Let's see here. That would be +5. Unless I have a relevant skill, which I don't think I do. I mean, no, I don't think I do. That is a total of 18.
Yeah. So, the River Styx is also known as the River of Blood. It is very, in some places it's very black, and in other places it's a dark red. And you also know that anyone who touches or drinks from the River Styx forget their past lives, sometimes temporarily and sometimes permanently. It washes over their entire personality and their past memories and leaves them a blank slate.
Nice. And that affects everybody, right? Not just mortals.
Yeah, I think so.
Just in case this well-dressed chap gets a little uncouth. I want to just be able to dunk him in there. But yeah, as we're walking over, Shifter is going to go to Lagwin and be like, you have telekinesis prepared? Oh, excellent. I have levitate as per usual. And the obligatory mage hand. But we'll see what we can do without touching the liquid.
Yes, I think. Also, I don't know. I didn't really read from the Demonomicon when we. So, do you happen to know? Is this like? You feel like this is like a rank and file gentleman, or like upper echelon? There's only one kind of a thing. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, just look at him.
He is very fancy. Yes, that's my thoughts.
Magnificent.
Which makes me worry that we're dealing with someone of a higher tier, if that makes sense.
I would assume so. And we know Lemirs are, as
The
low as
lowest
you
of
get.
the low, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I assume this is, a lord and serf situation.
Yeah.
Well,
all right.
Maybe just a whole lot of indebted college graduates.
Perhaps.
Yeah, let's get over there, unless anybody wants to do anything first.
No. First with our new friend.
He leads you along, and you see that there is a chunk of the water that comes spilling down. You're not getting very close though. But on the riverbanks of this, like, quote unquote riverbank, but really it's just like a huge kind of stream going down the side of the mountain that you're on. But there is a section that would be considered like the bank of it. There are these weird looking amorphous blobs that are kind of like the Dark Souls version of Ditto from Pokemon, that have like human faces, and they're trying to like push out of their blob form, but they can't quite do it. And this demon points to them and says, those are the Lemire, and I require at least 6 of them. If you can bring them up to me, I'll answer a few questions.
Right. And can you tell us anything about them before we go touching them?
Those are evil lost souls. They're good for buying merchandise. You can sell them on the market. Everyone loves a good soul.
Right. Are they going to try to take over our bodies when we touch them?
I can't necessarily speak for them, but I would assume no.
Well, they are devils. They're probably not very polite.
Excuse me?
What? They're low-level devils. Lagwin, you could probably just magic them up here immediately if you are comfortable using the arcane power.
Yes, trying to see what.
Otherwise, we could throw a rope down, hope they'll catch it, but I don't know if they're smart enough. They're very low level.
Everyone has a fishing pole. Just reel them in.
Believe it or not, I forgot the cat. I forgot to bring mine.
Oh, we could also what we could also do if we want to be real mean about it, because I don't know, they don't deserve us to be nice, I guess. Siren could like tie a rope to like a bolt and just stick it into one of them.
Yeah.
And then
I also have
just
grappling
drag
hooks.
them up. Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, but I don't know about that.
I have a
Fair.
grappling hook too. Yeah.
They don't look very fast.
No.
They're medium-sized.
Mm-hmm.
And they're mostly just making like grunting noises and stuff.
I do have a spool of twine that has 1,000 feet of wine on it.
Wow.
What about tying a rope to a bolt? You shoot the bolt through several of them, maybe. and we hold up.
Ooh, will that work? Are they that sort of corporeal?
They're like
They seem to
mounds of
be.
flesh, right? I think
Yeah.
so.
They are fleshy, yeah.
All
Um,
right, well, let's do it.
Yeah.
Siren gets
Why
out her
don't-
sniper
Why
rifle.
don't we start there, and then if things don't go
Right.
according to plan, we'll
Uh,
magically-
Shifter's gonna turn to this this devil, this well-dressed devil, and is gonna be
Mhm.
like, "It's all right if they're slightly damaged, isn't it?"
Yeah, well, yes, but we need them alive. I
Well,
can't have them returning to the 9 hells and all that.
No, I understand. Yeah, melting back into ichor.
No,
Right.
it's they have to reflow back down, and it's
What a pain. Oh, how
How-
many of them are down there?
And how far away?
probably like 20. Like
Oh, okay,
Mhm.
so if we try it and we accidentally kill one, we'll be like, okay, there's more.
Yeah.
Yes, we have backups.
How far away are they?
I mean, if you guys are right on the bank, like you could probably chase them with your feet. Like they're not too far away, so you can shoot at one easy. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to do that. Excuse me,
So you're
Siren.
shooting with a bolt with a rope
Tied-
attached.
Yes, I
You
have
go
twine.
through it, and then you're pulling them up like that.
Yes.
That's what we're gonna try once and
Okay,
see how it goes.
Let's make an attack.
All right, let's go. Oh boy,
Crit,
I
or did
rolled
you
a
miss?
1.
Oh.
Oh, fantastic!
First roll of the night. Thanks,
First roll of the night
dice.
is a 1. So yeah, you shoot wide, go
Oh.
straight into the river Styx,
Uh,
and you feel it start to pull you like
Cut that rope.
aggressively.
oh,
Cut that rope.
Cut the rope.
Rope's cut.
Cut the twine.
You have like 1,000 feet of twine. though,
Yeah,
so-
how much did I lose?
Probably like, I don't know, 40, 50 feet of twine. So you're good.
Right. All right. Well,
Round 2.
it's a sorry. There was a bit of smudge on here. I'm just try that again.
Haven't shot it in a while.
Right. It's been a little bit. Hold on.
Sure.
Oh, that's much better. 22.
Yes. Roll some damage.
All right.
Don't
Not too much.
Well, how's 11?
Yeah, sticks through him. He squeals, ichor kind of coming out, but still
Ooh.
alive. And they're not fast, they're not very challenging. So I think you could pull it back up even by yourself. The other ones kind of scatter though. You're gonna have a harder
Oh.
time getting them all the way this way. They're like I said though, they're not very fast. So you pull up one. It's medium sized. It's kind of like fighting you.
Oh. Mm.
Are you? How are we corralling them? What are you doing after you pull it up?
Siren pulls it up and goes, there it is.
The demon will come over and he pulls out a large bag and just kind of, and you see it like magically
Oh.
as it like sucks into it, and he's like, 5 more to go.
All right. Well, shall I continue to do this, or is there something else you'd all rather do? I'm all right with doing this. I just want to make sure that I want you all to feel included in participating.
Why
I don't know if I can just
entertain our
charm
employer?
it into. Can I charm? Oh, hold on. No, their intelligence is way too low. Never mind.
Yeah.
You could go and corral them like seagulls.
Just chase them towards him. Wait, let's try that. Hold on.
Alright.
It's too funny of a visual.
Indiana Jones.
Lagwin, go
with
help
the
her.
umbrella.
I definitely want to try to scare these things in the direction of the man with the pouch.
Okay. Let's do a roll of some kind. Intimidation?
Sure. Let's do it. I'll unlock my dice thing. Ooh, oh yeah, that is a 23.
Oh, very good. Yes. And with a 23, you definitely come out and I think you're faster and you're more precise than they could ever be. It's not like I'm trying to think of like you're like chasing a chicken or something, but like,
Nix is a
it's
sheepdog
like,
now.
it's like you're the sheepdog and they're tortoises, and you're just like, come on, if you would just hurry up, then
Would
I can
go
get
a
over
little
there
faster.
and direct you. Oh, this is annoying. So you get them, and then maybe there's some cover fire from Siren as she's like kind of directing them. They come up, he one by one just picks them up as they're squealing and shoves them in the bag. And he has all 6 of them now, and he's like, that was just a light. You are such a good help, and you said you're lost here. I'm amazed. You guys are naturals in Gehenna.
Oh, well, of course. But we do need a bit of direction.
Oh, okay, yes. How can I assist?
There is a mind flayer god. Apparently was recently murdered somewhere on the plain. We're
Shame.
looking for the scene of the crime, if the body is still around somewhere.
Yes. Mazakorian, yes.
That's the one.
His realm is over there. And he points to one of the other mountains. And this mountain is bright, glowing very bright, because it is probably 90% lava spewing down the side of it. Very small little patches of land. And he's like, that's known as Chamada. That's another section of Gehenna. And his realm is on there. Yeah. I'm not sure if his body's still there. I don't think god bodies just evaporate.
Well, that's what we
So
have to find
whoever
out,
killed him is probably, if they took the body, if they had use for it. But moving a giant illithid brain is a little difficult, I think.
It's a lot of gray matter. Did he just hang out on the mountainside? Was there a cave, some sort of complex, a fortress?
He says, well, there's a small section at the base known as Rictus, Rictus, and that would be his realm. So I haven't been there myself.
Well,
and the bag is like, rah, rah, and he punches it like, oh, shut up. Like,
Well,
anyone else? Any questions?
yeah.
Oh, the pub, the bar, the
that's not here. That's the Gate Town.
Yeah,
oh,
it's a
where's the
town.
gate town?
Oh, where's the gate out of
Torch.
Gehenna that leads
Yes.
to the
Where's
the
Torch?
Oh, yes, it's here. And he points up the mountain. Just keep going. You'll find it eventually.
And
he
are
looks
there
behind
any?
him down, and then he looks back at you guys, smiling.
Right. Are there any defenses we should know about when going into the realm of the dead illithid god?
Oh, I mean, it's the realm of a deity. He's not there to control it, but I would assume. Yeah, I would assume that you could you'll probably encounter something.
Right. But you don't know specifics.
No, I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, he hadn't been there himself.
Right. It's
Of course. No,
So
I
that his
don't
own
know.
admission.
Of course.
Oh, we didn't catch your name, just in case we'd like to bring you more of these things later for more information.
And your name is?
Nix.
Oh, Nix. Takes out a scroll.
Oh no.
And you lovely lady with your.
You may call me Sirin.
Syrin. Syrin. Okay.
Siryn.
And that's Nix, by the way.
And you two gentlemen. Who might
Well,
you be?
I'm Shifter.
Okay, Shifter.
I mean, we did ask you first.
I do have an appointment that I need to full bag and all that.
Sure.
But I
Mm.
can't necessarily leave you all by yourselves here without some kind of guide to help you.
Of
You
course.
guys feel the earth under your feet kind of rumble a little bit.
Hmm.
And he keeps looking back over his shoulder, and then he looks at you guys.
Is there anything over his shoulder that we can?
Yeah, there's something coming up the hill. It's pretty big.
This
Yeah,
is a
we should probably
friend or a
make an
foe.
visit.
It'd be very easy for us to kill something.
Oh,
at
100%
this
a friend, yes. I think
Wonderful.
that you were very interested in gray matter. So my friend here is he'll very much be willing to help you out. I will be watching from the shadows. And he kind of takes a step
Oh.
back as this floating, grotesque Krang from Ninja Turtles like creature, huge, comes bumbling towards you guys. And we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh,
Yeah, one of those.
I like the cut of your chip. Oh, it's going to attack us.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way this thing wasn't gonna attack us. I was just like, we should be prepared to run as soon as possible.
Oh, I didn't mean to
Ooh.
auto roll for everyone. Roll
Did you
initiative. We'll have a fight.
18.
18 for Nyx.
I'm just putting up the image so everybody can see exactly what we're fighting. Yay.
Pretty gross.
Yay. Nasty.
But
That go through? Oh, come on, die. Oh, it is chugging. My dice
Thanks,
chugging.
D&D Beyond.
I found out that you need to turn on hardware acceleration in your browser, but when you do that, you have to reboot your browser. But then it'll work a lot faster.
It's weird because it
Just
normally doesn't take
cover
that
up
long.
Rachel's face, why don't you?
it's okay. No one needs to see me.
Oh, they do.
They just need to hear me.
Initiative siren.
6.
Initiative shifter.
Oh, I should roll that. Ooh, that's pretty good. 21.
Ooh.
I have a 15.
Top of the round shifter. Large creature bumbling towards you.
I'm just like, well, that thing doesn't look very friendly. And they turn to everyone else and they say, we know where to go. Should we just go? I feel like we should just go. And they're gonna take out Vincent.
Well.
Mention door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can. I'm gonna take out Vincent. I'm gonna talk to him sweetly. He's gonna turn into a giant fly. I'm gonna get on him. I'm gonna offer a seat to anybody else, and then the other two of you can do your own thing. But this feels like a fight that I don't need because now I know where I need to go, and this thing is. I don't care about this thing. It's gross.
Yeah, well.
When Vincent is summoned, he has demonic things about him because he's being influenced by this plane.
So
what does that look like?
Oh, he's got tentacles.
There you go. That's cool.
Oh. And because he vomits, because that's what flies do. When he does, he vomits, but it's like flaming vomit.
Very nice. That was Shifter. He summoned a thing. Nyx, what would you like to do?
Nyx is going to go through her spells really fast and decide whether or not she's gonna, we're just gonna, we'll just, I'm gonna hold, I'm gonna do my bardic inspiration, but mantle of inspiration and give everybody temporary hit points just in case. And just pull out my what's the woodcutter's axe. Could not think of the word woodcutter at all. Woodcutter's axe. And yeah, so everybody's gonna get their 5 temp HP and we'll just hold a real action. We're not gonna attack yet.
All right, Lagwin.
Is this thing actually walking? Or how does it move?
It is floating.
Okay.
It is flying, not the fastest, but it is hovering and coming at you. Yeah.
I will draw my Sunblade. I will activate it. Guess I'm going to climb. Yeah, I guess I'll climb onto Vincent Shifter.
Oh, okay.
Think I'm not. I don't know. And then I'm gonna test something because I want to see how it works. I want to fire off a magic missile at this thing because magic missile is an evocation spell. I'm curious to see how the difference in. So I'm gonna shoot off a second level magic missile. Say.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. So he will take that damage. So you can go ahead and roll a d4.
3.
How many missiles is that?
Second level 4 missiles.
So 3 plus 1, right? Because that's
Correct.
what magic missile does.
Yeah.
So 4 times 4 is 16.
Yep.
So you double that, and you did 32 damage to him.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, all right then. It seems like I feel like we can take him. I say to Shifter from the back of the safety of this fly. That's my turn.
Right. At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to cast a spell, and he's going to cast Hold Monster on Vincent.
My sweet boy.
You need to do something saving throw.
Or a counter spell. Do I want to
or a counter spell, yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna save. Yeah, I guess now that Lagwin seems so confident, I'm like, well, yeah, I guess we could fight him. So if it's Vincent making the save, surely he will fail. Because what's its wisdom? So he would have +0.
Come on, Vincent, you can do it.
Okay, I'll roll it for him.
All right, roll it.
You rolled a 13.
He failed. He is now paralyzed.
Vincent, you couldn't do it.
If he was flying, he drops to the ground with you two on it.
No, because he wasn't flying because I was waiting for someone to get on. So
okay.
He was on the ground. But Shifter's just like, well, Lagwin, if you're confident, then I'm confident.
Well, that's a first, but all right then.
Awesome. It is now its turn. That was a legendary action. It's gonna run up to you guys. It is now within 30 feet of you. And it's going to make a 3 chain attacks.
Oh.
So we'll do a check against Lagwin and Shifter and Nyx because they've gone, I guess. So this is Lagwin, so an 18.
I will shield.
Oh, and I don't have I didn't do it. I need to set this to on. Yeah.
I will.
So 18 to hit.
I will use a reaction and cast.
Okay. And then this one will be Shifter. That's a 22.
22. That is. Oh, hey, did we get temporary hit points from?
Got 5 temporary hit points.
5 temporary hit points.
And you take 23 force damage.
23 force damage. More like 18 force damage.
Then Nyx, you're getting hit for a natural 1, so it goes wide. Misses.
She's so fast. Everything's fine.
Frustrated that it missed Lagwin, it's going to wiggle its body and then spew out bile, casting squirt bile.
What a gross term.
I shouldn't say casting because it's an action, but using the action squirt bile. And Lagwin, you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Go. That's a 13, I think, right?
13 will fail. You take
I'm assuming
33 acid damage. And I
Ouch.
think that's its turn. Siren, where are you in all of this?
Boy, probably, hopefully, as far away as possible.
Okay, we'll say you're far away.
No, I mean I'm probably right there, but I will shift to the side.
If you're right there and you're starting your turn, I want you to do a Constitution saving throw.
A Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, because you're now in this aura of grossness.
Lovely. How's an 11?
11 is a failure. You're gonna take 16 poison damage.
Good lord.
Now it's your turn.
Okay. Good thing I am resistant to poison. Okay. Siren does not like this being so close to her. So she is going to pull out her dagger. Her daggers. And it is within 5 feet of my friends, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I am going to use my dagger of venom first.
Okay.
Well, it's using poison, right? So it doesn't really matter, but I will do that anyways. That's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay. I've got, let me see what this. So 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
13 poison, if that matters.
It is immune to poison.
Okay. And then 20 sneak attack.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage. And I'm going to move away from this thing.
Nope.
And go.
Out of it.
Yeah, I'm going to get away. That is my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, it will use its last 2 legendary actions to use an ability called Warp Creature. And we need Shifter, Nyx, and Lagwin to make Constitution saving throws.
Not again. No, it's
Let's see what I
29.
get on this.
6.
Natural 1.
All right.
Well,
that's
it's
2
con,
fails.
if that matters. Right? Or you said it was con save or deck save?
Con save, yeah.
Right, that's a
It's not
29
a spell, right?
for me.
I assume.
It is not a spell, it's an ability. So 29, you save, and you can no longer you're immune to this now, Lagwin,
Okay.
because you saved.
What does it do?
On a failed save, the target is poisoned and gains 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh. Yes.
While poisoned in this way, the target must repeat the saving throw at the start of each of its turns. 3 successful saves against the poison end it. And ending the poison removes any levels of exhaustion. Each failed save causes the target to gain another level of exhaustion. Once the target reaches 6 levels of exhaustion, it dies. And your body transforms into something fun. Shifter, it's the start of your turn. You need to make a con save.
It's the start of my turn. I make a con save. Ba-da-da. Con. Oh, another fail.
Oh. All right, what do you want to do?
I gained another level of exhaustion.
No. Oh yeah. You gain.
Yeah.
Wait, this way. The target must repeat the saving throw at the start of each of his turns. 3 successful saves against the poison end it. Each failed save causes you to gain another level of exhaustion. Yep.
Well, that's annoying.
These where it starts to get
okay.
So.
Yeah. Well, 2 is still only. I'm just slow now, but I'm just gonna be like, Lagwin, why did I listen to you? Everything is ruined now. Look at me, I'm a mess. I am going to. Oh, there's so many options. I'm a spellcaster.
Those are true.
I can remind me. I can cast 2 spells in a turn, but one of them has to be a cantrip, right?
Bonus
If you
action,
cast
yeah.
a spell,
Assuming they aren't both actions.
well, you can action surge and cast 2 spells that are actions.
Sure, if I had access to action surge, yes.
Yeah, a bonus
No, I'm trying to
action
remember it. It exactly says like if you cast a non-cantrip spell as a bonus action, the only thing you can do with your action is to cast a cantrip. Like
Yes.
it's
Okay,
weird
because that's
weirdly phrased like that. So
very strange. Okay, bonus action Misty Step 30 feet away.
Okay.
Movement to get a little farther because this thing's pretty slow.
Yeah,
Seems to
it
be.
is.
So I'm like, okay, probably not going to catch up to me. Regular action to cast Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Ray of Frost. I rolled a hit with it. I don't have disadvantage on that yet.
True.
I got a 27 to hit.
27 hits.
I deal 18 damage.
Holy cow.
Ray of Frost is evocation?
Is it?
I don't remember.
Sure.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Then you double that.
I deal 30 something damage.
Another 18. Yeah, that
36,
hurts it real bad.
Yeah, 36 damage.
And is it minus 5 feet?
Minus 10
10.
feet.
It is minus 10?
Yep.
Then
Speed's
we'll
reduced
double
by
that as
10.
well. And it is now, because its movement speed is 20 feet. So you have effectively frozen it in spot. Like
Cool.
the ice is melting, like it's not going to last forever, but this round it can't move. So good job, you. Anything else, Shifter?
Nope, that's it for me.
Nyx, make a con save.
Ooh, 11.
That fails. Yeah. So you're 2 levels of exhaustion. What would you like to do?
Rage.
Okay.
Nobody saw that coming.
Mhm.
So rage, and then I'm going to attack this thing with the woodcutter's axe. Does an 18 hit?
18 misses.
Okay. That's unfortunate. D&D Beyond hates me tonight. I bet a 15 doesn't hit then, since an 18 misses.
No good. No good.
Okay, well, there's my turn. Not
All right.
on mad.
It's gonna do a legendary action to as you like swing and like miss, you kind of like cut something, and it spews a bunch of acid in your face, or bile, I should say. So I need you to make a
Gross.
dexterity saving throw.
You know, I give up on D&D Beyond. We're gonna use roll dice right now. It's just failed me 4 times in a row.
Easier
I'm
to
done.
lie to the DM when you roll real dice, so it's fine.
I couldn't do that if I tried. That's a 15 plus 4, 19.
19 is a failure. Need a DC 20 for this.
Jeez.
You take 28 acid damage. I don't know if your rage prevents acid damage or something.
Nope.
but-
I think it's just your normal piercing, bludgeoning, all that jazz.
Is it
Lagwin,
poison or acid?
acid.
Acid? Was it always acid?
It was acid with the squirt bile. It's poison with the contamination that you took, and
Roger.
poison with the other one, which is warp creature. Yeah.
Roger.
All right.
No, Jordan. Thank you.
Oh! Nope, go ahead. I'll save that. Never mind.
All right. So this is my turn, right?
It is Lagwin's turn.
I will, as a bonus action, activate Blade Song. A good move. And then seeing what happened with the magic missile, I feel like that's the best move at this point. So we're gonna go with a 5th level magic missile on this.
Oh wait,
guy.
you started your turn within 30 feet of him, right?
Yes, I should have. So what do I do?
Can you make a con save for poison?
Okay. Oh, I have advantage on. Oh, why did I? Hang on, they're going.
Dice are rolling.
They're in that corner. They're turning over. We're slowing at 24.
All right, good. You save, and you can't be affected by this anymore either. So.
Do I take any poison damage, or am I good?
No.
Sweet.
No, you succeeded. You're immune to this for 24 hours. So.
We better not be here fighting this guy in 24 hours. I'm gonna be
Let's
real
hope
mad.
not.
All right. Oh, I did it again. Here goes the D4. Come on.
What is the D4 for?
For magic missile.
Oh,
5th level.
Magic missile. 5th level. Holy shit.
With a 5 on that, so that's 5 times, what are we doing?
How many missiles?
7, 35, 7 missiles, 35 damage. I guess that's double to 70 damage.
70? Yeah, it's dead.
You exploded it.
Destroy it. Explodes. Bile everywhere.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't
it's
think that
awful.
through. Love
A
magic
lot of
missile.
those weird the lemures that you guys caught, some of them were actually inside and like break free and like run towards the riverbank. It's really, really gross. Congratulations, you solved. We do still have a small problem with Shifter and Nyx
Yeah, because
being poisoned. So
That was
Would
highly
anyone-
unpleasant.
like to do anything about their poison before they make
Ah.
rules.
Yeah, hang on. I don't.
Since we both failed twice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Gash-
I understand. that.
Lagwood, give them healing potions.
I don't think that'll stop it, but sure, I have some healing
You
potions.
have all those healing potions.
I have exactly 2 healing potions. I will give them each a healing potion. I don't
Look,
know.
I have
we'll say
space
they
blood. I have
are-
pineapples. Do pineapples stave off poison? I don't know.
They are poisoned. So yeah. So if you have anything that helps poison,
I have.
I know it's a weird one, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got like antidotes or anything like that. So
Oh, hang on, maybe. No.
I feel like I would have them. If anybody would have them, it'd be me.
No. I have proficiency with an herbalism kit and alchemist supply. And I have no magic that would anything because I am a wizard.
all
Boy,
right.
I have
Shifter-
something, but I don't want to use it now.
Shifter, make a con save, please.
Nix, you don't have anything.
It's
right?
DC 20, just so you know.
It's DC 20. Oof.
In
It's,
your
what
magic?
about what like lesser restoration will fix it, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Nyx, do you have lesser restoration?
Nope. No, I do not.
I've
The
got.
girls only got 3 levels in Bard.
I
Just-
like,
roll
Does
them?
literally no one have anything for this?
no, we
There's no
have
there.
no healing. You
Listen,
know,
we used to have Rakiri in the party.
I
and
know we
handle
did.
things like this, but we don't
Ah!
anymore.
and I don't even have like.
Let's see what I roll. I rolled a 20.
That's one.
Hey!
That's one.
Yay!
That's one.
Okay, let's pick out dice that like me before I do
Thanks,
this and
D&D Beyond.
die. I don't trust D&D
Ooh,
Beyond.
ooh.
I've failed every time with
Nix,
this.
can you give Shifter Bardic Inspiration to roll for his saving throw?
Well, my next bonus action was going to be my Zealous Presence, which gives everybody advantage on
Okay.
attack rolls and saving throws, but
Okay, great. No, that's good.
Do
That's
that.
good.
Do that.
Yeah.
All right, so it's the start of your turn. So before we start your turn, you need to roll the
Yes.
con save.
all right. Well, once per rage and long rest, my bonus action is Zealous Presence, which is everybody that's around me and can hear it. All my allies get advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the
But
start
what
of
I'm
my
trying to
next
say is
turn.
before you don't have advantage yet because
Yes.
you have to roll.
I
before
don't get
you activate.
advantage. Everybody else does.
Oh, everybody else. Okay,
Yes,
go
it's
ahead
not
and-
me. It's the presence of me. So if
Gotcha.
anything else happens,
I am
then
a
they
present.
have advantage. Just in case I die or something now while I try to roll this dice and hope
You're
that it
not
likes
gonna
me.
die.
It's gonna be fine. Oh, thank God, that's a 21.
All right, that's one success.
Wait, they have to get they both have to get 3, right?
3, yep.
So now Shifter has advantage.
Wow, advantage.
Unless Lagwin or Siren want to do something, Shifter, you can roll.
Jordan, I wish I could, but there's nothing I can do.
I don't want to use this now. I
Nope.
can. Do you guys want to keep rolling, or do you want me to use it?
Well,
That's
I
up to you.
failed.
All right, that's a 14. So you're
Ugh.
at. Are you keeping track of this?
I'm
Or
at
do
the
I-
third level of exhaustion. Now I have
Ugh.
disadvantage on saving throws.
Okay.
What do you
Siren
have?
pulls
But
out her
does my
blade.
advantage cancel out your
Oh.
disadvantage?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
should be a normal roll, but I
So
still
it's
only
just
have
a
plus
normal
2
roll.
and have to make a
I know what
20.
it is
So
now.
Siren pulls out her short sword, and I use a wish. I wish that they aren't poisoned and everyone regains their HP.
Wow.
Didn't even know you had this.
You had it for a long time.
I've been holding it in my pocket. I literally, the thing I wrote down today was, if I don't use my wish to find out the story behind the bananas.
well,
I'm
now we're
gonna
never
cross
going
it
to
out
know.
now.
All right, yeah, it says you and up to 20 creatures can regain all hit points, and you end all effects on them as if the Greater Restoration spell. So that'd do it.
Yeah,
So, what does this look like as you pull out the sword and wish?
Siren sees her. There's a moment where she's like, "Oh, they'll be fine," and they like continue to retch and fall over from this. And what really kind of guts it for Siren is Shifter kind of falls down to a knee or something, and she's like, "Shit!" pulls out the sword, and she like kind of runs it across her hand, just taking a little bit of a cut on her thumb, and she says out loud something in infernal, and the blade glows a deep red before it casts the spell, and the poison and the afflictions go away.
I love it. You guys are all as if you had a long rest, we'll say. This has fully restored you. Spell slots and everything. Vincent's back. Everyone's happy.
Vincent.
When you use that, Siren, is it... do we need to roll anything? Like, does the sword crumble, or does it just lose that ability?
You can use an action to expend a charge. Yeah, I don't think it recharges.
It doesn't recharge. But I
Yeah,
didn't
it
know.
loses all properties as if it has. So it's just a short sword.
I think it just loses that property, right? Or does it lose everything?
It still has the luck property to it.
Okay, so that's not like it's still a
Yeah.
magic sword, but not a
Yes,
not
it's
the best
still a
magic.
but it's not a really cool magic sword. It's just a
Yeah.
normal magic sword.
Yeah. I was like, the best thing I had, which you used it before I could get to it, is like, I have an idea. I was gonna mix 2 potions together and have one of them
Just drink
it.
this.
That's always your idea.
It'll
This-
be great.
This could help.
This could help.
It could.
It
It
might
also
not.
could not.
You may become the chosen one. Who knows?
Can you imagine? Siren sheathes the sword back and just crosses her arms.
Does anybody else speak Infernal
No.
besides Nyx? Does
Mm-mm.
anybody else know what she wished?
Nope.
I mean, I'm guessing.
I have an idea, which is that you guys aren't dying now, and
Yeah.
I feel better. Like
It was specifically a prayer to the god Asuran to. They do not deserve this fate. Reverse it.
Nyx gets up, stares at Siren, and just gives her a really big hug.
Oh,
Just strong arms.
pats her face. Really, you would do the same for me.
Well, I can't cure poison, so
well, now
Thank
we
you.
have an idea about what we should focus on next time we get back to town.
antidotes.
The antidotes turns out the 25 gold for antidotes are good call after all.
I could buy
Let's move
so
on.
many antidotes.
Also, just maybe avoiding fights we don't need to be in.
Yes,
We've
like what
avoided
was
this
that?
whole situation.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. What were you 2 going to do?
Run! I
Run?
have a darkness spell. I could have just poofed us out of here.
All right.
I'm very fast.
I see you say that, but I also feel like our friend is nearby as well.
Right. Well, we did kill that thing and wish ourselves well. We're very powerful. Do you want to come out and fight us now, or shall we move on? I would like to intimidate him if he's still here.
If he's watching the
He's not.
fray.
He's
Good.
gone.
Then let's move on.
Let's go.
Would you like to make our way to where the Manzicorian's corpse might be, or would you like to find the pub and check out Torch?
Go to the gate town, or do you want to? Yeah, that's
No.
it.
Well, we don't
Let's
need
go
to rest now. So
that's
No,
true. I
let's
feel like-
find the corpse, not the torch.
Right.
All right,
Ah.
let's take a quick break while you guys are, or so I can get water. But we'll take a quick break because it's a good time. And when we come back, they'll fly over to the what is it? Chamada, the second mountain of Gehenna.
Chamada.
Yeah.
Ciabatta bread.
At Chamada.
Hungry.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're going to fly across the infinite vastness that is the bleak eternity of Gehenna to leave one mountain to go over to another one named Chamada and find a cruel dead god, and the illithid god of knowledge. How are we getting across? What's going on?
I've got to fly. I can scout it out and see how difficult it is to get across.
Well, do you want to fly over there by yourself? See how long it takes, I suppose?
Yeah, see how long it takes.
Okay.
Is it always consistent?
Oh,
Do we
we're
know
gonna
that?
find out.
Oh, Lord. All right.
I don't love the idea of flying again. She looks like she's trying not to vomit at the thought.
Oh, I
but
forgot.
I
forgot.
don't.
I have. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh, but I don't want you to go alone. So I will go with you on Vincent.
Yeah.
To scout this out, if you would like.
Yeah, I had been totally forgetting my ulterior plan, which is what we did the last time we flew, which is I polymorph into something that can fly. Someone rides me, and then two people ride on Vincent. That's how we solved the situation last time, and I totally forgot.
Oh, until I almost vomited again.
Right, correct. Now that all makes sense.
Yeah. Goose time.
Well, let's all go together then.
Yes.
The banana bunch, as it were.
Gotta stay on the vine or whatever. I don't know. It was listen, I've turned into a goose, okay?
Your intelligence is diminishing already.
Yep.
Alright.
Goose
Shifter.
time.
And polymorph is trans. What's the spell school?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's transmutation. I'll check.
I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say transmogrification. I was like, that's not the right spell school.
Sounds right.
Transfiguration.
Yeah.
Yes, here we go.
Yeah, transmutation.
Okay, you're
that.
Cool.
Honk.
Nyx walks up to Goose Shifter and says, I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself from our last flight. And she'll hop on board.
Alright, Siren. Well, I guess we'll take Vincent to the other side and see what happens.
Of course. You're not going to make this a thing, are you?
What?
This whole wish business. You're not going to tell people, right?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't want people thinking I'm soft or anything like that.
That's your concern in this whole situation.
I was going to use it to do something really cool, and I had to use it for that.
I mean, we were literally watching them die a slow death. If I could have stopped it, I would have.
I know, and no one else could. That's why I did something.
No, and I mean, I think everybody here is thankful. Look at how happy that goose is.
Honk.
That's your doing. You did this.
I understand that, but I don't want it spread around that I have...
Right, you don't want me to tell anybody that you've done this.
Lagwin, I have a lot of enemies. I don't want you all in the line of fire.
I mean, we're literally flying to a mountain made of...
I
know, listen, that was a joke. Perhaps in poor taste, but yes, I understand what you're saying. No one would need to know that you used your one and only wish, although this is technically your second wish the other one. But your only disposable wish, as it were, to save your comrades, to potentially save the world. Secret is safe with me.
Thank you.
All right, let's go.
Do you want the front or the back?
Whichever. I mean, you're more familiar flying this thing.
All right, just hands around the waist. The whole shoulder thing makes me uncomfortable. Nyx does that, and it just just it's okay. We're comfortable friends that way. You don't have to.
Sure, got it.
It's
Hands
fine.
around the waist.
Right.
Yip
Yip.
It's peculiar as you're moving towards. You can look down and see. You can look down and kind of see the angle of the 45-degree angle of the mountain you were on. Just shoot down into eternity, and as you get to a certain thing, it's like almost the reality warps, and you kind of see like the front, the middle part of the mountain you're flying to seems to jump towards you while the sides seem to race back, and there's almost this like bounce as you guys fly for maybe like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden you're now descending towards this second mountain, and you look back and the other one behind you seems like very, very far away and infinitely far away. So you almost crossed some kind of weird space-time bubble in a way. This entire area is 90% lava. There's lots and lots of lava. You do see, and I sent you guys a little map, but there is a place to touch down on the marked areas. So the Palace of Deception, the Bastion of Hate, Threotor, the Tower of the Arcanoloths, or Rictus. And Rictus is where Manzicorian's, that was Manzicorian's realm.
Boy, this map. This is a good map. It's just all lava.
Yeah, the whole thing's lava.
It's full of wonderful, super safe choices.
You don't know specifically which one of these. Well, I guess I've shown you now that it's Rictus. You're like, I want to go there.
One that looks like a brain.
There's the one. I will say that. Well, this is more interesting. Well, what if a flash of insight hits Lagwin, and he's just like, oh yes, it's right there. And so you can kind of steer the rest of the group to land down towards
that one.
Rictus.
Yeah. One that looks like a brain. That's where we're going.
Yeah, the one that looks like a brain.
I've had a momentary vision. That's
Yes.
where we need to go.
Nyx motions for her to follow.
She's not really steering. She's just trying not to throw up.
I was gonna say, because when you're polymorphed, your mental stats become those of the creature. I just have the mind of a terrible goose who probably has horrible vertigo from all this weird plane shifting. So Nyx is probably gonna have to do some work to get Gustafer to land in the right place.
Gustafer, I swear to God, if you keep going left when we're supposed to go right, I'm going to stab you.
Just take the neck and steer it.
A big
just
joystick.
Like,
just
pulling on feathers. This way, damn it.
So it might take a little while, but we probably make it there.
Yeah. You do, and you land. Are you going to end your I don't know. Are you ending your polymorph, or are you going to stay in goose form for as long as you can?
Oh, how hot is the ground here?
It's very, very warm. Yeah, you probably would take some damage. I think Nyx and Siren are okay. But you guys, if you are walking with just your shoes, you're gonna take a D12 of damage a round of fire.
I recall.
What about those boots?
Yeah, didn't we go on an effort to get people magical boots? Did you do that?
You did.
LB?
And if you have magical boots, you are okay.
Right. You got me like the cheapy boots that were dumb looking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're
Super
non-fashionable.
The non-fashionable boots of false tracks that are magical, but they look dumb or something. I forget.
They look like they leave backwards footprints.
Right.
No. I got Shifter. Shifter has the boots that have that I already had that leave backwards footprints. I got Ugg boots.
Right, that's right. I have Ugg boots that are
that are magical.
Right, the boots of false tracks, which are Uggs apparently.
They bring your outfit fully together.
You know what? This whole kind of thing, Uggs actually doesn't probably look that bad realistically with all the wrapped up fabric situation. I'm fine with it.
A college girl would be proud.
Listen, I think it's fine.
So I think that because the goose would
I do.
Because the goose would be having a hot foot trying to take on the things. It would just be a point where I would eventually fall out of polymorph because the goose would be so aggravated from taking the damage. And then Shifter's just like, ugh. Oh. Goodness. I wish I could have stayed as a goose a little longer. It just feels so natural.
Well, when we're all done with this, we can take a nice long vacation and we can both be geese.
Fly, migrate somewhere.
Right. Somewhere warm for the winter. Go down to Cholt if you like.
Oh, that would be so wonderful.
Oh, leave one hell for another. Wonderful. Let's find what... I don't even know what we're looking for. I guess potentially a dead deity body. Do we see anything? What do we see? How about that?
Yeah, what do we see?
Do we land in the courtyard? Like, what is this? Is it a castle?
It is not a castle. It's really just a big rocky. It's kind of like a crater. Okay. So, as if something from space landed and created like a big crater, or I would say it looks more like that rather than a volcano erupting. But there's like little bits of lava that kind of seep down, and then it seems to go down into the cracks. It's all very hot. And it's very, very large, like I want to say 50 miles in diameter, and also very deep. As you guys are walking down into this crater, you can see that there is some activity towards the bottom of it in the center. There is a very large brain-looking creature that you assume is the dead body of this deity. And there are 5 or 6 kind of humanoid-looking creatures that are around it. But you'll have to get closer if you want to know more.
How do we want to approach this? As you all know, I'm very good at lying and speaking in general, but just a roundabout, how do we want to handle this? I mean, I could go up and say, "Oh, I'm the police investigating this," but I don't think that would be the best.
I'm going to say maybe.
Please stand aside, this is officers.
This is the crime scene. I need you to leave.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the humanoid creature's tending to the dead brain. Perhaps I feel like there's a relatively decent chance they may be mind flayers.
Right.
So, prepare your brain, steal your will. Let's hope that no one's brain gets eaten.
Well, for those of us, and she points to Nyx, who have never met a mind flare, could you explain what they are?
So, like, imagine a person, but with a squid for a head, with only 4 tentacles, and it uses those tentacles to hold onto your face and probe up into your nose and your eyes, and then uses it their mouth to crack open the back of your skull and suck your brain out and kill you.
So they're non-sentient.
What?
Are they non-sentient?
Oh no, they're exceptionally smart.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So they can be reasoned with.
Well, in theory.
But in practice.
Their minds are very alien.
Yes.
They don't really have the same desires as you or I. They don't understand fashion. Well, actually, some of them do. I have seen some very sharply dressed mind flayers. But they're they might be tough to talk to. I'm just gonna say it.
Big fans of mental attacks. That's a thing.
Oh, psychic blast. Yeah.
Right.
Right. So how should we approach this? I guess better question.
Well, perhaps they're not mind flayers, but I'm gonna guess that they are. So my thoughts would be, if we're going to get close to this body and they're going to attempt, I also assume. So let me ask you this: your religion-ish, Siren.
Yes.
If your god had just died, and your god's body was physically in a place that you could access,
Right.
and you're, I assume, upset, your deity
Right.
is gone, and then other groups of people were coming to scavenge the body of your god. Would you
Yes.
be happy about that, or would you be defensive?
Well, my god is the god of vengeance, so probably not. No.
So you would.
But their god is the god of knowledge.
Correct. But we're also going to pilfer knowledge from their dead god of knowledge.
But they would not be okay with us learning more.
Okay, hear me out.
Sure.
What if we approach the situation like this is what Siren said before, not like we're the police, but this is an obvious crime.
Right.
We are here to find and punish whomever caused this to happen.
That
Right.
might actually be true.
It
Right.
is. It's not
God
even
of
lying.
vengeance. Yes, of
Really?
Goodness, I can't believe it. Honesty might be the best policy in this particular situation.
I'm not. It's not my first instinct usually, but this is kind of the truth.
Look, I don't care if I'm lying or being honest. I just need to know what
Nor
I'm
do I,
shilling.
but
Right. So
I
going
say
in,
we
we want to find out the truth to get redemption for the dead god, and therefore bring vengeance to this being.
Yeah.
But we need to know more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
We can help them by tracking down the murderer of their god. If they help us by giving
Right.
us that information. Seems
And stop them
fair.
from using
Right.
pieces of their god,
Right.
which
Yeah,
is kind of what we're here
all-
to do.
All good points. I don't know if they can probe our minds. I assume probably. So just, whatever we're
Oh.
thinking, we're going to say truthful things. Maybe we say truthful things.
Right.
Alternatively, if we're going to think about going into it in an offensive way, maybe from a distance before they can
Right.
get the whole crack open your skull and eat your
Right.
brain.
Right. Keep them at an arm's length or a tentacle's length, if you will.
I was going to say like maybe several more, like
Right.
let's 100 feet away.
Right.
Turns out magic missile really good on this plane, so
Right.
That's
perhaps
true.
All right.
that would be we could just blow them all up from a distance. If
It's possible. Well, we won't know until we find out, right? So let's.
I'm feeling exceptionally well rested, so let's go.
Me too.
All right.
Good.
Despite almost dying earlier.
Right.
As
Well,
you approach,
once
you
we get to
guys-
yelling distance.
as you approach, you feel odd. There are psychic wisps of information that seem, you can't see them, but you definitely feel this impact of information leaking out of this giant brain as you're approaching it. How many are there? 4 of you? Let me roll.
Yeah, now I know how to make an old
Holy
How
fashioned.
many
what?
are there? 4?
Gross. Small brain. Don't want information.
Specifically,
I know kung fu.
yeah. Nix, as you're walking, you get this wave of of psychicness, and it's you just know that Javer favors his younger son over the eldest.
Wow.
And Lagwin,
Yeah.
you understand that the source of the Tagamic River is a place called Hinterrock. Siren, you realize that porcupine fish feed on shellfish and coral. And Shifter, you
Wait.
know that
I am wearing a ring of mind shielding. Does
You're
that affect
fine.
the situation in any way?
Completely okay, 100%. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh yeah, that's
I got it like really
session
early on in
1.
the
Yeah,
first
like
campaign.
basically.
I'm wearing it ever since.
You feel it. You could allow those in if you want, but you also can keep it at bay.
I'm just like, I will not. I'm cautious.
Eh.
I don't know what you guys are learning. If I knew, I'd be like, oh, that sounds delightful, but I probably am like,
Do I know the
I-
name of the eldest son?
No, you
Okay.
just know that Javer favors his younger over his eldest. And it's
Poor
just
eldest
weird.
son.
Like information is leaking out of this brain. You get closer. There are a couple of these. They are mind flayers. You get down there. They're dressed in nice robes, but the robes have been dirtied, not taken care of. And they look very scattered, these or scatterbrained, I should say. Like they're not really sure what's going on. Some of them are on the outside of the brain trying to like massage parts of it, and it's just like hold it up, but it's like sinking. Other ones are down and just worshiping, but kind of like lost in this. You see one that is laying down almost like comatose, like just kind of he's breathing but he's not moving much. And there is a large opening, I guess like where the two hemispheres would come together. There would be like an opening there. And there is a light source on the inside of the brain, like there's a cavity going in. But the mind flayers don't seem to be acknowledging you much.
They're too distraught.
They're more concerned with whatever task they're doing.
How many are there?
We'll say 4 are 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Right. Well, maybe we can bypass.
Shifter's gonna whisper to somebody, be like, "I don't think they're cognizant of our presence."
But we need to speak to them, yes?
Well, it looks like we can walk into the brain, which seems just like a delight.
Let's just get it from the source.
Right.
Just hardline it. We find.
I would like to like look around, do an investigation perhaps, and see if I can tell. Boy, was this thing cut? Was it like did something magical happen to it? How did this thing die?
Yeah.
Could I investigate a mystery?
Whew.
Roll for Scooby-Doo.
Sorry. Roll for Scooby-Doo.
I want you to make this roll, but you gotta understand, like,
Oh, it's a big brain.
like
I get it.
Yeah.
Is it like if it's
I'll give you more information on what you observe, but I can't necessarily. I don't think you would know how to kill a god.
Right.
So go ahead and roll. Sorry.
Okay, it's a 16 plus 6, so 22. Basically, is it like, was it a physical attack? Is it melting? Like,
but from the look of the brain, it almost feels like of the dead god. It almost feels like some kind of like internal hemorrhage, because there's like leaking fluids out from all over. There isn't like a gunshot or something like that.
Right.
So it's like it died and
Not trauma. It's
it's not like physical trauma. Does it seem magical in nature, or that it like actually imploded from the inside? Like a physical
I don't think you would know.
Okay. I guess I'm thinking of like, was it was it vicious mockery to death, or was it bashed it? Or was it microwaved from the inside?
Oh, like, do you know, like, do you have experience with psychic damage and stuff?
I mean, probably I have experience with death in general, and determining whether I think that
Also,
Siren
an
would be able to
organism
say
you've never seen before.
right. Yeah. I could probably tell, did it get sliced or bludgeoned, or like was it a physical damage or was it a magical thing? I think is pretty much the only thing that I could determine.
I want to say you don't think it's physical, but it's also such a weird foreign creature that you're not sure if it's normally looks like this or if it was beat up.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, it wasn't cut with a knife. I know that.
I just really don't think your character would know much about this.
That's absolutely cool.
As you get closer, the three of you minus Shifter all hear dead, he's dead. Like in your brain, they're just constantly shouting dead.
Wait, want to go in the brain? I feel like I won't. Brain.
Shifter's
I
like,
feel
well,
like you want to go in the brain.
Right,
Why
Shifty, do you
don't-
want to go in the brain?
Dead. Secrets are lost. Gone. Dead.
Why
Everything
don't
seems fine here. I'm not. I don't see what's the
So
problem.
Shifter hears nothing.
All right. Well, listen.
Look.
This is just a mental cacophony of death.
Well, why don't you two
Go in the brain.
Right. I don't want to split us up, but
Sure. No, that's all fine. If you don't, it's okay if you don't want to enter the brain.
well, I think speaking to these individuals would be beneficial for us, at least in my regard, and having Nyx with me would be preferable.
Shifter, shall we enter the brain?
Let's go inside the brain.
All right.
Just be careful. Watch Lagwin.
When we get close, I'm like, I was like, I want to take. You said there's like liquid seeping out of this thing?
Yeah.
I absolutely want to take like a vial of God juice.
Brain juice.
Like,
okay. Yeah, no one's really stopping you, so
I'm gonna take 2.
okay.
For reasons.
2 vials of brain juice.
Nice.
That's a choice.
Listen, this could be like D&D, like I don't even know, like Adderall. I'll just super brain power. It'll be great.
It's Ritalin.
Yeah, we'll figure something. All right, let's go into brain. We'll just walk up it, I guess.
So yeah, think of it as like if it was hovering, it's fallen and the hemispheres kind of separated a little bit, so there's a way to go in, and but you're still walking on the ground. It's like flat ground. It's almost like a tent, I guess. I don't know.
As long as they don't freak out when we get close.
They don't seem to be freaking out. No, you just hear a lot of like dead. Why is it dead? Secrets are lost. Dead in your brain.
All right.
But you guys are splitting up. Am I?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys walk towards the brain, which does have light coming from the inside of it. We'll cut over to Nyx and Siren. What are you guys doing?
I was gonna approach one of the mourners.
Okay. You approach one of them. They don't seem to pay much attention to you.
He said they were like dirty and looked disheveled, and Nyx will press to digitate whichever one we are going to.
Okay.
See if that gets some sort of like a reaction to like care for this creature in a weird way.
Yeah. It's still kind of it's not obsessed with its appearance at all. So you do that, and then it still is worshiping, like working on the things. Yeah. It's
okay, well that from a distance did not get its attention.
Right. I think Siren will shuffle over, get within probably 10 feet of this thing, and just go, I can't imagine how you're feeling right now. So very sorry your god died. Do you have any idea what happened?
Murder. And you hear like in your head, murder. He was murdered. He was dead. He's killed, taken from us, gone forever. All that knowledge.
This is such horrible news. We just...
Would you like us to punish the person who did this?
Yeah, and you hear, destroy them, kill them. It can't be killed. Can it be killed again? Murder, destroy. It shouldn't even be here.
Did you see what did this?
The shadow, dark and evil, seeking something.
Right.
Do you know
Oh,
where
yeah.
it went?
And then a collective like frustration, because you just kind of feel
Mm-hmm.
the sense of frustration. They do not. And you'll hear like came to speak, came to barter, left with blood on its hands, gone forever. Curse him, curse.
They took something, didn't they? Not only the life, but a memory. Some knowledge that is lost.
Yes, the knowledge is gone forever. Lost. Our deity gone. One of them turns to you and takes like a step forward, Siren, and then like violently shakes, and you just see it like fall over dead.
Oh, God. I would like to help. I would like nothing more than to help you, than to get rid of this thing that has taken your god from you. I need everything to do that. My god is the god of vengeance. Please let me help.
And you'll hear like a pleading, like how do we help you? Where do you go?
Give me everything that you have, and I will track this thing till the end, and I will take care of it in any way that I can.
You hear the name Tenebris over and over. Yeah, I'll write it for you in our chat.
That's it.
Tenebros.
Although it's always the vowels. Okay.
Tenebris did this.
We will avenge your god.
He kills gods. He'll kill everything.
Not if we can help it. We've stopped the end of the world before. We'll do it again.
And I'm just good at killing things.
Is there anything that we can do for you now?
And they just go back to worshiping, like trying to fix the unfixable in a way.
Mm-hmm. Nix, you see that Siren is actually a little shaken from this. Like seeing like the death of a god affecting its worshippers so much. She's kind of like, she seems very sincere, probably for one of the first times you've ever heard her like yes, I will hunt this person down and I will kill them.
Cut to our two friends walking into the brain. You are it's not a pleasant experience. And waves of psychic stuff keep hitting you, all of these weird memories and things like that. Inside, you see what like little organic pods, I guess, that several of them are dark, but one of them is glowing. It's got like a membrane over it, and next to this glowing pod membrane thing is a mind flare who's like touching it and communicating with it or doing something like a Vulcan mind meld kind of a thing is what it looks like. And you see a mind flare.
Go get him, Shifter.
Shifter, who's unbothered by all the psychic emanations in this place, is just like, "Ooh, this is so interesting." Just walks over and says,
"Very interesting."
It's like, Lagwin, are you all right? Do you need an aspirin?
When we're out of here, yes, probably.
Excuse me, sir or madam. We're on a fact-finding mission. We need to know how this happened. What did this? Excuse me.
Yeah, and you'll hear in your brain,
Will I?
he'll come for all of us. I think that's his plan. You fact finding. How will you help? How will you bring back Manzakorian?
But no, Jordan. Do I hear it if it's communicating telepathically?
If you want it to, it can
Okay.
only communicate telepathically. You have to allow that in. I believe that's how the ring works.
Yeah, I'm gonna at first I'm not gonna hear anything. I'm like, excuse me. Oh, and then I like dial
Tweak
the
it
ring
to the
differently.
right
Like,
FM
let me just
signal.
let me just tune into your frequency really quick. I don't want to get all these other brain vibes. So I'm sorry. What did he say?
He said, fact finding. What facts can you find here? Have you come to mock us?
quite the opposite. No. Whatever killed your god is out there. It's going to kill again. I'm certain of it. We want to stop it. We want to stop this kind of tragedy from happening to anyone else. But we need to know what happened.
It was a shadow, some evil, dark entity. He wanted to know where a magic item was. And he got the information he wanted. Or maybe it was a person he was after. And you can see that he's like struggling to remember. And he'll point and he's like, he came descending down the crater and he uttered a word that I can't remember what it and it's like struggling. And that word undid the life of Manzakorian. It destroyed him from the inside. It just everything gone. All that knowledge gone. Dead. He's dead. All that knowledge gone. And he left through there and he points and there's one of the membrane areas is like open and it's just like a dark shadow, not unlike the shadow of your key that opened up where you sent Phil. Just like a really dark place that's not getting any light.
Yeah. I'm just
In contrast to what he's touching, which has a bunch of light coming off of it and is still sealed.
Yeah, so Shifter's definitely gonna point to that and look over to Lagwin and say, well, that seems familiar, doesn't it?
Right.
It's all coming together. But this enemy has the power to erase information from existence. I understand why you wouldn't remember what they were looking for.
No, he was erased from existence. He should not be anymore. He's looking for something else. It was his punishment. He's not allowed to be remembered. I don't know how he's still around.
What are you tending to? I'll gesture at the glowy thing.
Yeah. This was a connection to the Outlands that we would keep to have a temple that we have set up there. I'm struggling if I should stay where there is no hope or leave Gehenna, leave my God forever.
That's rough, buddy.
Tell me about it.
Damn.
Well, we will do our best to stop whoever did. what you've been able to tell us here has been quite informative for what information you do have. You know, how an entity that shouldn't be remembered, shouldn't exist, does so, but I believe other gods have already been slain around the way.
What hubris do you have that you can stop this when Manzakorian could not? How does this help you in any way? The world is doomed. We're all to die.
I've heard
The
that before.
multiples will descend in darkness.
I've heard pretty much everything you're saying. It was going to descend into chaos last time. We stopped that. Now it's going to descend into darkness. We'll stop that too. But honestly, if what you say is true and we're all doomed to die, what does it matter?
You can't really read his expression,
Sure.
but there's an understanding that kind of waves over him when you say like that. We're all gonna die at some, like why try? And there's almost like just a give up that washes over you from him, and he just sits down, like leans against the side of the brain, like there's no use anymore. Everything's gone. It's lost on all.
Hey, Chief. Leave the brain.
Shifter turns to go and then stops, remembers something, turns back and says, "The forgotten enemy. They didn't come out of the abyss, did they? Does that ring a bell?"
They lost a fight against Kira and Sali, and they did come from the abyss.
It's all coming together.
See, my chosen one visions of fate. Told the whole story. Shadow. Yeah, well, I leave the brain.
Yeah, I leave the brain. It's cool in there.
It
Well,
is actually pretty cool in there.
I am gonna poke my head out of the brain and be like, "Hey everyone, if you'd like, we found another portal to the dark, scary place, and apparently the creature that did all this damage escaped through there. So, if anyone would like to pursue, the option's open."
Is that for us? Turns to Nyx.
I think so. I guess we're going to go through a brain portal. Words I
No?
never thought I would say out loud.
We don't have to. I'm just saying it's an option. We're all still feeling pretty fresh here.
Well, I mean, we have the key. We don't need this portal.
It's true. We could go anytime. We're just, already
We
kind
should-
of prepared.
Probably get some divine protection from ghosts and such, right?
Well, so I want to fully escape the hemispheres of the brain. Just climb on out, come over and talk to everybody. Be like, well, listen. Everything tracks with what the vision I received of the shadow leaving the abyss and coming Primus, and then leaving Mechanist.
Hades to the abyss to Mechanist
to here.
Yes.
So it seems as though, as predicted, wherever the shadow goes, it's ending when the shadow is left behind. It's killing, seemingly, a deity.
Right.
This kind of proves that, in my opinion.
Yes.
And it also means more than likely Primus is gone. Or
Is
something
dead,
similar,
yeah.
which would have potentially triggered the Modron much early, as or allowed someone to fill that power vacuum to do that. Have you? So we have an idea. We know we have a name. Have a knowledge that this thing shouldn't exist. It wasn't erased from history recently. It's apparently never. That was a punishment. That it was something you couldn't know. Something.
Right. Wait. It's
That's what they.
Deities gain power from being worshipped. Are we assuming that this itself is a deity, or some sort of?
Oh, so then it couldn't be worshipped because no one could remember it.
Right.
That's
that
interesting.
would make sense, right?
Sure.
And it's trying to gather power by killing other deities.
Increase its portfolio or something along those lines.
That's what I would do.
Then we also have this whole necromancer drow goddess. Is it called?
You're in
Right.
Sully.
Right.
They're the one
Yeah.
who beat it up to begin with.
Oh God! So we're gonna have to go talk to them.
It would probably be a good idea.
Well,
Would they even remember doing this?
Well, they might not, but they're most likely to remember, if anyone would.
Right.
Well, think about it. They were the one who defeated this current enemy, Shadow.
Right. In the abyss, right?
Correct. Yes. And the followers of Kira and Sully are the ones who assaulted me.
Right.
The streets and said that I don't deserve this, blah, 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 that. So, perhaps, I don't know if that's connected in any way, but we know that their followers, the one that I grabbed the soul from in question was a Kira and Sully follower. That was... Yep. So perhaps... I guess perhaps Kira and Sully could be attempting to stop this entity as they did potentially before. Like, are they on our side? Should we be on the other guy's side? I don't really know which. I feel like the other guy's the bad guy. The Shadow's the bad guy.
If this creature, if this godly being came from the abyss or from Hades, there are layers to Hades, right? There are beings that are in charge of each layer, right?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I know the Nine
I think
Hells
you're thinking
has
of the
layers.
Nine Hells, not Hades.
Yeah.
Right.
Things.
But Hades has rulers. I mean, everything.
Yeah.
Yes. So there is a space, a place within Hades that has no ruler at the moment because they're out gallivanting and killing gods. That's where all this began. So do we start at the beginning, or do we talk to Kieran and Sully?
Oh.
Or do we continue on this path and find the demiplane where the demiplane of shadow, where this creature is, where this being is?
Well, here's the thing that I just realized. So the key that we got off the Kieran Sully cultist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that key leads to Kieran Sully's realm. But the shadow, after killing the brain, went through a shadowy portal that looks very similar to the portal to Kieran Sully's realm. So do we think this creature is going to kill Kieran Sully as like a vengeance type thing and might be doing that right now?
It's a possibility.
Or the last place that Lagwin said was a plane of shadow. So if this plane of shadow is where the key leads,
Correct.
Are we sure that it leads to Kieran and Sully?
It may.
That's true. Maybe it's not Kieran Sully's plane at all. But I assumed it was because we got it off their cultist.
Also, just want to remind everybody, did find the body of it. Do have this sending stone. Would reach out to our centaur friend and let know.
You mean the weird one that can climb weird things?
Well, my point being,
going upstairs. Yes,
they were looking for the body of a dead god for their weird experimentation. We can make good on that promise.
But do we want to, Lagwin?
I want to. So if you ask me, the answer is yes. You were against the earworm.
Yes.
Which I guess I understand.
I guess.
My point
the
being
only thing I have a problem with is, and she kind of like looks back at the worshippers, It's a little insensitive, is all I'm saying.
You almost sacrificed Phil to an uncertain death for the sake of science.
Phil is a simple human who could.
For the sake of science.
Who
He
took out
could.
too
He's
many
a human.
loans. He's
He is simply he is a speck. He's a grain of rice within the sands of time. He's not a god. There's a difference.
Well, that's not a god either. That's a dead brain. Is it not?
But it was a god.
Right, and I don't know if it ever will be again. We are in a very unique business opportunity. I feel I need to appeal to that side of you. Listen, when will we find a... Hopefully we never find ourselves in this situation again, where we're in presence of a dead god. But we happen to be there. Feel this is a strike when the iron is hot situation.
I think this is... I don't think this is the right thing to do. I don't think it's our god. It is not our call. But I will leave it to the group. What do the rest of you think?
Same.
These mind flayers have mostly given up hope.
The one in the brain, really, was tending to a temple elsewhere, and they just gave up.
We watched one die of hopelessness.
Wow.
Why not make use of something that, this is like a reclamation thing. We're taking something that has become less than useful. We're recycling.
What if we take a piece of the brain, small piece, and bring that to the centaur lady? Don't tell her where we got it from. Just say, this is a piece of the dead god. She only has a tiny piece. That's all she gets to use.
I will say, if the three of you believe that this is the right thing to do, to let her come here, I will not fight you on it.
I don't know if letting her come here and having this motions to the entire giant dead brain at her disposal is a great option. That's why I was saying, give her a jar of juice and maybe a tiny piece of brain, bring it to her, be like, this is... I don't know. I'm trying to offer a compromise.
So,
I don't like the idea of her coming here.
Well, the other thing is she needs to find her way here. She needs to get to this place. She needs to survive on the way here. I can't imagine up and down a 45-degree angle.
He's probably dexterous enough to do it.
You saw her scale those stairs,
There's a literal river of souls. We were inquired by a demon, attacked by a devil, and attacked by another. I mean, for all we know, we could tell her this is where it is, and then she comes here, and then she dies on her way. As long as we get paid up front, everybody wins.
But she's not going to come herself.
And I have
like
to
any good
killed
person
everyone
in a position
her place.
of power.
She has nobody left. We killed them all.
Lagwin, if Shifter, if the two of you believe that this is the right thing to do, again, I will not stand in your way. I'm the only one of faith here.
You're not the only one of faith. I'm trying to offer a compromise.
Science. Quite literally
Shifter.
in this instant.
I do think that offering up Yessa, that was her name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This particular dead god instead of the more important dead god could give us an edge in our mission.
The god of all knowledge.
Yes.
The knowledge is leaving constantly.
But I am forced to remember that just recently I was going to vomit up all of my organs. And Siren stopped that from happening. So I've got to side with Siren on this one. I owe her big time right now.
I don't want your I don't want your opinion to be shifted that I saved your life, because you and I have traded lives many times over. But I will say, Lagwin, as much as I can appreciate your desire for commerce and gaining magic abilities and such, giving away the position of a god of knowledge that is dead and leaking that knowledge.
The knowledge is lost. Just listen to them. All lost, all gone, dead,
It is-
useless. It's all
but
they keep
it is-
saying.
It is being lost. We were penetrated with this knowledge as we arrived. It can
But
be
I don't
used.
care where a river starts. That's not.
All right. My opinion is no. No deals, no. I am on the far no side. Lagwin is on the far yes side. Nyx is in the middle. And Shifter, where do you truly lie?
Man.
You're welcome to the decision-making club. It's not fun.
I cheated. I tried to offer a compromise.
Yeah. Cheater. No, I'm just like, if I'm being honest, I think if we're going up against something that can kill gods, we're going to need every advantage we can get.
All right. And it is decided.
All right then. Pull out the sending stone. Be like, yo.
Hey, yo.
Listen.
Hey, yo. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Listen, we found the body of a dead god. Gehenna, Rictus. Dead.
Sorry, hold on. I'm going down some stairs.
Flip flop, flip flop, flip flop,
Tell
flip flop.
Shifter. Shifter, I'm going downstairs right now. It's amazing.
But anyway, yes. The body of Manzikorian, the Illithid god of knowledge, has been slain, and it can be found in Rictus.
Yep.
On plane of Gehenna, and that brain is just ripe for the taking.
All right. She will respond. Very good. Thank you for the information. We should meet up soon. Can you get to the Outlands?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. I'm to go to Torch. Yeah, I'll say that. We'll meet you in Torch.
Okay. If you want to fly back to try and find the portal to Torch, which is the gate town, you can. I do want to remind you that that glowing pod is also a portal.
Oh,
That's
is
what
it?
he was holding. Yeah.
Oh, it
It'll
was a-
take you to the Outlands. He was
Oh.
holding it.
We don't know where in the Outlands.
No.
To a Mind Flayer temple in the Outlands.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Sounds
go
like
with.
an adventure.
Do we want to go to the Mind Flayer Temple in the Outlands or the Thieves Guild that everybody was super jazzed about at the start? I'll concede to the Thieves Guild town. Siren's already bummed out. Let's get her to Thieves Guild town.
Your
Let's-
two Thieves Guild town friends are very excited about going to Torch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get
Yeah,
back
we'll
up
fly
to
back
Torch.
to Torch.
I can
Your
burn another
assassin
use
and
of
your ex
polymorph.
thief are stoked.
Gustafer,
Okay.
get on it.
We have a direction, so I think we'll end there for the night. With you guys heading off to find the portal to the gate town, and to leave Gehenna. So
The Dark Side
thanks
of
for
the-
watching, everyone. Fun episode. Am I right? Hashtag hi. Let's go around and say hello to our wonderful players. We'll start with Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel. You can find me on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth, where I'm most recently because I'm playing D&D 2 times a week and Monster of the Week 1 time a week with my friends. I am here on Thursdays. I'm on GGK game nights with 2 Gs and a nights with a K on Twitch on Saturday afternoons at 11 EST. That's the time zone that I'm in. And I'm on Sundays on LB's channel playing Monster of the Week. We are starting this week with a new Monster of the Week campaign. It's going to be very fun. I'm playing a sorority girl. We're in college, and it'll be fun. And you can find my streaming schedule posted on my Twitter, which is Rachel Elizabeth with the Z in the middle and 7S. Thanks for hanging out.
I love that game system. Monster of the Week is so much fun.
So good.
LB, what's going on?
Hi, I'm LB Hackmup. You can find me at LB Hackmup on the Twitters and the Twitches. Next time I'm going to be live is tomorrow night on LB Hackmup. We are starting a new game. I am playing Resident Evil 3, the remake, with Lauren as my sidekick, my companion. And on Sunday, we are starting, as Rachel said, our new Monster of the Week game. Go Delta, Delta, Delta. Delta, Delta, Delta. Yep, the 3 deltas, the triple Ds, if you will. And they're gonna jump in, and we're gonna do like a 3 to 4 episode arc before we get back to our Playthings of the Gods, where they're going to go. They're in a Spelljammer fun adventure. But yeah, check my Twitter for all of the times I'm live. It's a lot. That's me.
Yeah, you stream more than anyone else I know, really. Lex, what's going on?
Wow, I'm Lex. You can find me on Twitter at Dank Dungeons. On my profile, there is a link tree. You can find links to all the things that I have made, including games, game supplements, soundtracks, actual plays, all sorts of things. So please consider buying some of them and supporting me. The other thing that I do is I run a game of the 1986 West End Games Ghostbusters RPG that is airing weekly on Saturday evenings on twitch.tv/indoor adventures. I believe it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8:30? I don't remember. Listen, I run it. It's fine. Can start whatever I say.
I think it's 8:30.
Yeah. Ted is
It's
in it.
super fun.
He would know.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hello, my name is Jordan. Silent PH in the middle. I'm on YouTube in various places, and I run this game and other stuff. We were not that anyone brought this up specifically, but a couple people were kind of like, should we address it? Where we're talking about the OGL and just Wizards of the Coast decisions. We're gonna continue this game because we like playing it.
Yeah.
and it's our friends. And so this is something that we took a couple days off because I had prior engagements and things like that. And the timing just kind of worked out that it was right during OG Hell Week. So, but I think the best way to overcome the frustrations is to just play a good game with your friends. You own this hobby. You own this game. Like other people, Wizards of the Coast doesn't own it. You do. So, and a lot of cool creative people came in to make things like Planescape, which is what we're playing, an old Planescape module. Yeah, I don't know. There's probably links. Subscribe to what I do, and I make videos. Anyway, Ted, take us out. What's going on?
Hi, yeah, my name is Ted. I run this channel, Nerd Immersion. I do all sorts of stuff. Breaking into new RPGs, because that's what the deal is with everybody at the moment. But I also cover a lot of news-related stuff. Obviously, there's been a lot of news. Some of it good, some of it less than good. As Lex said, I am playing in the 1984? 86. Anyway, the West End Ghostbusters game on the Indoor Adventures channel. That's a lot of fun. I am playing in a Greek mythology themed D&D campaign, 5e campaign on Tuesday nights, and possibly in the next month or so, I'm starting an Army of Darkness RPG that I'll be running a campaign on Wednesday nights. LB will be playing in that. So yeah, we haven't nobody's made characters yet. I'm gonna do, because a lot of people were unfamiliar with the game system even existing in the first place. I'm going to do kind of like a primer on how that system works. I've ran games in the exact same system for 7 years, so I'm pretty familiar with it. And the nice thing is it's one of those systems that if you understand it, you can play like 5 other games, and they're a variety of different things. So this is Army of Darkness, but that translates directly to Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Angel, and to a lesser degree Terra Primate, which is a Planet of the Apes RPG, or All Flesh Must Be Eaten, which is a zombie apocalypse RPG. Same kind of mechanics. And I'm actually going to have, we were talking about Sarah before, the Hype Goblin. She's going to come on, and we're going to do have her build her character in a video, so you can watch somebody who doesn't really understand the system too well go through the entire process of building a character, really give you a true understanding of how the game works from someone who knows it and someone who's learning it. And then, yeah, we'll play it. I haven't come up with an idea of what the game's going to be, but it's Army of Darkness. I'm a big fan, so it'll be easy for me to figure that out. I mean, literally, there's a chainsaw signed by Bruce Campbell right there, so we'll be good to go. Anyway, thank you all for coming out and watching. We will see you next week with more Planescape shenanigans. We'll see you next time.